going on, Legion? As really like always. Hey, if you guys know what this is, you know what this is. If you don't, you don't. I'll explain it real quick. As somebody that knew about Kingdom Hearts but was really more of like let's go out and play kind of kid. I never played the games. I ended up watching a streamer by the name of Carnage. I watched him play from 1 to 1.2 or whatever the hell they were called, and like all the browser games and the movie and like Until Dawn, pretty much. Like it was like I watched everything and the kitchen sink. And then when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I went ahead and watched Me JP on Twitch as well, and he did a full 100% playthrough, all the bosses, all the things, all the stuff. This is this is just something kind of crazy that was in the game. This was during the Toy Story scene where the video game that was being promoted in the Toy Story world, this kind of came about. Or this was at this was the game in Toy Story. This trailer came at the end of Kingdom Hearts that had nothing to do with like the actual ending. If you've never seen the ending, it's not going to give you a spoiler or whatever. You can see this by itself. So let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. I mean, I've seen it, but it was just something really cool. I wanted to check it out. And if you've seen it or not, also we can talk about it, try to fill in some blanks for the people that may not have read or wikied. You know what it is, right? Let's go. Oh, I have so many things to say, man. It looks awesome, though. I'm just saying. It looks like some Bahamut thing was going to happen. I was so confused. Actually, this isn't the ending. Excuse me. The blue ones are the good ones. All the robots are bad. Alright. Dude. It's some kind of like Advent Children. And I gotta correct myself, excuse me. This is not the ending scene in Kingdom Hearts, which shows Sora and I like that ending music. That music was sick on that YouTube channel, wherever I got this from. That was good. This is not the ending scene that shows Sora and that guy. I just lost his name. This was the commercial when you came into Toy Story. I was watching the streamer play it, and he was like, he was so confused, and everybody was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I think some people thought, in the chat, some people thought it was like the last Final Fantasy with the whole, I don't remember what number it is. Is it 14, I think, or 30 or 15 or 22, whatever it was, where they're just teleporting around. It was the really dumb one, in my opinion. I thought that the whole story, well, the story was cool. The animated movie was pretty cool, I guess. But the characters and the food and the cooking, the pictures and everything about that game, as far as what you played, just looked absolutely garbage. This, on the other hand, looked really cool. Now, this is where I kind of wanted to do the reaction and kind of say, hey, for the people that like have maybe extensive knowledge, is this going to be a standalone game? At the ending cutscene, Sora looked like he was in Tokyo in our world. And I cannot remember the damn guy's name. Riku, he was in what looked like a different part of Japan, but this game takes place in the Toy Story world, which I assume takes place in the real world. So I assume this game technically takes place in our world. So if Sora and Riku are going to this game world, this is like the video game version of our world, I guess. Right? Those are just the steps that I'm taking, trying to grasp draws, because I actually don't know the details, and which is again why I was like, hey, let's do this reaction so that people can kind of do the comments and say this is kind of what it's about, this is kind of the thing and the stuff and what's going on. It looked like Sora was going to be in the real world and Riku was going to be in the video game world. That's what a lot of speculation was. I won't get into details for anybody that was maybe for whatever weird reason not playing Kingdom Hearts. The ending of that game was awesome. The apprentice with the box, that's as far as I'll get. I was blown away from, all that goings on. He talked about himself and Ava, and my thought was maybe Ava was the real leader behind the 13. That would have been kind of a cool twist. We never saw her. She had no reference to her. But I thought, what if Ava, the one that was supposed to make the secret organization, cherry picking all the best ones from the other Guardians or the apprentices, what if she was the real leader of the 13? Or what happens if she was like some real leader? What happens if she was the master that taught Master oh god, what's his name? Or whatever, the Fantasia wizard, the one wizard that was giving you all the quests in the game. What happens if he was one of her apprentices from that? There's all kinds of different things. I was like, what if? It's all speculation. For as far as I know, there's not a lot of stuff going around, but those are the ideas that I was having. And when the ending scene for this happened at the end of the game, that wasn't this commercial, I was just like, dude, I don't regret not playing Kingdom Hearts, because the money that you would have had to just dump into this series is, well, first it's just atrocious. It almost seems like a money grab for a lot of the people, or for the people making this game. It feels, it's like tried and true. This is like EA before EA, before Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out, and they just completely were like, pay to be good. Like, I felt like the Kingdom Hearts series, there's a chunk of let's take all your money, and then there's like free browser game, and there's all this other stuff that was like added on that it showed that they cared, and that was cool too. So then like there's like remakes of like 1.5 or 1.2, whatever the hell they were, 2 point whatever, and then there's like the movie, and some stuff you pay for, some stuff you don't, and it's super convoluted. Honestly, the series, unless you started from the beginning, isn't really worth going back and buying and playing. Some of those games you can't play anymore. For me, it was awesome. And this is why I love that Twitch is a thing, that I got to watch people stream all the content from start to the end of the real end of whatever happened, or the real ending before 3. And I got to watch it all for free, and all the good stuff. And then I got to watch 3 for free. Although, if you haven't played 3, I recommend it, because it looks hilarious, fun, awesome. Every world was pretty much good. Even Winnie the Pooh was fucking awesome. It was really good to see, and I'm really glad that this game came out. And with what they kind of hinted at the end of the game, it makes me feel like we're not going to wait another 10, 12, 18, whatever amount of years before the next chunk of stuff comes out. I heard the DLC has been confirmed, but there's no like information about it. They're just like, yeah, it's coming out, but we don't really know when. And yeah, there's just all kinds of awesome about. I was never against Kingdom Hearts. As a kid, I thought it was stupid because it was Disney, and I, of course, watched Disney as a kid, but I wasn't going to go back and, as like a 10, 13-year-old, I'm like, Disney, right? I want to grow up now. As a teenager, I never paid it no mind. As an adult, I'm like, hey, it's awesome. But as a kid, I was like, I don't really want Kingdom Hearts. But as an adult, I'm like, oh, it's all the worlds that I grew up with. You know those feelings. If you're a young person, you try to distance yourself from childish things. As an adult, you're like, you don't have to try to be an adult. If you're an adult, and you can like whatever you want. A teenager, you're like, I gotta be cool, right? That's kind of how it goes. So as an adult, and Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and I'm like, yeah, the Tangled world. The Tangled world was the best. I watched Tangled when it came out as like a 20-something-year-old, and it was funny. That horse was incredible. I've never actually seen Frozen, but I have it now, and I'm actually gonna go back and watch it because I'm curious. As somebody that grew up with these movies coming out when they came out, watching Aladdin when I was 4, 5, or 6, watching Aladdin 2 when I was still a kid when Aladdin 2 was actually made, unlike some like Sleeping Beauty, I think, was made before my time. As somebody that actually grew up when these movies were being made, I will probably always just kind of check them out in the future, especially if they're funny ones like Tangled or something. When I have my own kids, of course I'll be watching them multiple times with them. And I love anime, so it became a win-win with just how everything turned out. And this trailer right here looked like it was just a huge, just kind of delve into the anime side without the Disney stuff, right? It's a good way for them to branch off and segue. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. If you stayed at the very end, you can always throw that, I know you can't really see it, but that high five in the comments, I do appreciate it. It does let me know you stayed at the very end. You listened to my ranting. I rant, I talk. When I talk a lot, I'm losing train of thought here. When I talk a long time, it's because I actually care about what I'm reacting to or what I'm watching. So if you want to leave that high five in the comments, I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed your time here, you can always like the video. You can share it. You can do all that good stuff. Remember, it's completely up to you. I do appreciate it, though. It does help me out in some way or another. Once again, my name is Azrael, and I'll see whatever video I'm doing next, man. I'm doing all these Super Bowl commercials, like the Marvel, the Toy Story, it's funny enough, the Fast and Furious spinoff, Captain Marvel. I'm going to be doing all the Super Bowl stuff, and I guess I'll upload this and everything I just labeled or named off all at once, I think is what I'll do. So, yeah, check out all that good stuff if you want to, and you can always hit the notification bell and subscribe if you want to come back and check out what we do here. Always doing reactions, and I always try to stay true to the reactions. You know, never for the views, never for the whatever. This is late. This has been out for a while, and I took my time. So we're not trying to scoop everything. I'm just doing what I have fun doing, man. And that's really what it's all about. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you, hopefully, on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.